What if love wasn't about perfection, but about finding someone who'd follow you into the flames? Love's Silver Lining takes us deep into a romance that's messy, reckless, and utterly unapologetic, where the greatest comfort isn't salvation, but simply not being alone in the chaos. Hi, I'm BMRJR. Today, we're breaking down the lyrics to uncover the raw, beautiful truth behind this modern love anthem. Let's dive in. In verse 1, the lyrics paint a vivid picture of a relationship that thrives in chaos and indulgence. The opening line, "I've been falling in bad habits," suggests a sense of surrender to reckless behavior, as if the person has stopped resisting their darker impulses. This is reinforced by staring into the abyss, which implies a fascination with self destructive tendencies, perhaps a metaphor for being drawn to something dangerous or unknown. The imagery of drowning in red wine and sniffing cinnamon adds a sensory layer to this indulgence. Red wine often symbolizes passion or excess, while cinnamon could represent something sweet yet fleeting, hinting at temporary pleasures that mask deeper issues. The next lines shift to a more playful, almost nostalgic tone with "We've been kissing on the playground, acting like little kids." Here, the relationship is framed as childlike and carefree, a contrast to the earlier darkness. The playground symbolizes innocence and spontaneity, suggesting that despite their flaws, the couple finds joy in simple, mischievous moments. Making dirty jokes and getting away with it further emphasizes their rebellious dynamic. They're unapologetically themselves, even if their behavior might be seen as inappropriate. This duality between darkness and playfulness sets up the song's central theme, love that persists even in imperfection, where the silver lining is simply being together no matter the consequences. The chorus delivers a powerful declaration of unconditional loyalty even in the face of damnation. The opening line, "So I propose it's long overdue," suggests that the person has reached a moment of clarity. They're ready to make a commitment, one that's been delayed but now feels inevitable. The proposal isn't for marriage or a traditional promise. Instead, it's a pact to follow their lover into darkness. "When you go to hell, I'll go there with you too," is a striking metaphor, framing love as something so all consuming that the person would rather face eternal punishment than be apart. Hell here could symbolize societal judgment, personal ruin, or even just the consequences of their reckless behavior. But the message is clear. They're in this together, no matter how bad things get. The next lines, "and when we're punished for being so cruel," imply that the couple recognizes their own flaws. Perhaps they've hurt others or themselves in the process of loving so wildly. Yet, instead of regret, they find solace in each other. The silver linings, "I'll be there with you," reinforces the song's central theme, that love is the one redeeming light in their chaos. A silver lining usually means finding hope in a bad situation, but here the hope is their togetherness. It's not that they'll escape consequences, it's that they'll face them side by side. Verse 2 delves deeper into the person's self awareness and the transformative power of love, even when it arrives at the worst possible time. The opening line, "Never been calm or collected, no one ever called me sweet," reveals a raw honesty about the person's personality. They're chaotic, perhaps even abrasive, and have never fit into conventional ideals of gentleness or composure. This admission makes their next statement, "What a miracle, I found a darling," all the more poignant. The word miracle suggests disbelief, as if the person never expected to find someone who embraces their rough edges. Darling is a tender term, contrasting with their self described harshness, implying that love had softened them in ways they didn't think possible. The following lines, "I met you at the worst time, fell in love on a whim," introduce a sense of fateful irony. The relationship began in chaos, maybe during a period of personal turmoil or emotional instability, yet love struck anyway, reckless and unplanned. This mirrors the impulsive, childlike energy from verse 1, but here there's a deeper acknowledgment of how unlikely their connection seems. The phrase "on a whim" makes their love sound almost accidental, as if it defied logic or timing. Despite this, the imagery in the next line, "Now we pirouette in fields of rosy sin," paints their relationship as something beautiful and deliberate. Pirouette evokes grace and harmony, while Fields of Rosy Sin blends romance with transgression, suggesting that their love is both idyllic and morally ambiguous. The color rosy implies warmth and passion, but sin reminds us that their happiness might come at a cost, whether to themselves or others.